right now is one championship veteran and reign of power fighting championship promoter, Jeff Huang. What's going on, Jeff? Welcome to Kumite Radio.
Hello, John. Hello, everyone. This is Jeff the Machine Huang here. Nice to see everyone.
Finally, I get you on the show. You're sitting in
Phuket.
What are you doing
So many
out
weeks.
there?
I'm training. I'm preparing for my coming fight in RFC2.
Oh, really? So do you have an opponent?
Yeah, I have an opponent from Japan, from Pancrase.
Wow.
Seems like a pretty tough opponent. I love it.
Exclusive. So now before we get into your fighting stuff, let's talk about your promotion. How did you connect with Reign of Power Championship and start this promotion in Taiwan?
Okay, the story is like this. The president in MMA, the association and the company I work for, called Mr. Wang, Kaiser Wang, and he has a lot of passion about MMA. So he started to plan this whole thing like 3 years ago. And he also connected with some people in China. And in China, they have an organization called IMMAF, Chinese International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. And Mr. Wang decided to, cooperate with them. So he established Chinese Taipei MMA Association. And because in IMMAF, they have a professional event already. The name is Reign in Power. And Mr. Wang want to create and have like better, stronger connection and relationship with China. So he used the same name. We got the permission from China, but we still want to make a little bit difference. So the event we hold in Taiwan called RFC Way of the Dragon. That's how everything started.
Why did you want to get into promoting fights though? Since you are a fighter, it's like very difficult to have two different jobs at the same time. And I also know you have a gym, right?
I have a what?
You have a gym also.
I don't have a gym. I don't have a gym yet. I'm planning to have a gym in the future. Yeah, it's very hard actually because I have to work for the event. I have to work for things for the association. I also have to prepare for my fight once in a while. So it's very difficult, but MMA is my passion. I almost like gave up everything like 8 years ago to chase this dream. So when I got this chance, when Mr. Wang asked me out to have a deep conversation, I was like, yeah, why I don't do this, because 8 years ago, there's nothing in Taiwan. And now I have a chance to do what I can to help people a better future in MMA. And Mr. Wang is a very nice guy. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And I think promote fight is a very different level of things. I have to think about a lot of details. Of course, we have a team like Camp, very, very famous referee in Taiwan. We create and we organize everything together. But so many details. When you're a fighter, you only have to care about yourself, take care of your own condition. But when you're a promoter, you have to take care of like 20 fighters. And everyone has his own question and problem. So it's very hard, but I love it. I like to communicate with people. I want to make everyone happy and want to make the promotion very good. So I think, yeah, that's going to be one of the most important goals for my future.
You started your career in Taiwan. You fought for Pro FC, right?
Yeah,
in the beginning.
Yes.
And what are some of the differences you see in MMA in Taiwan now compared to before?
I remember a long time ago, like 8 years ago, when I just started, there's no decent MMA gym. Nobody really knows MMA. We have a kickboxing gym, we have boxing gym, we have train jiu-jitsu, but nobody really knows what's MMA, So we just try to put the pieces together, and we have to go to different places, like Rocky Lee, the first UFC fighter in Taiwan. Me and Rocky always train together. Go to the boxing gym in the afternoon, go to jiu-jitsu place at night, and we try to find some people inspiring with us, and we imagine what MMA should be, and we train together. That was 8 years ago, but now things are very different. Pro FC is a very important promotion in Taiwan MMA history, and I respect Royal a lot also. He's a very nice guy, and he did everything by himself. So actually, he's the one who created the MMA history in Taiwan. And but now it's very different because it's very popular already in Taiwan, especially since 3 or 4 years ago. so many gyms open right now, and a lot of people, they want to join MMA. They want to be MMA fighter. So I think that's the difference. MMA growing really fast in Taiwan, and we are trying to make it to go on the right path. Don't go wrong. Keep walking on the right path. We want to make it like very, very systematic. And we hope everyone join MMA. No matter you want to be a fighter or you want to train, you can have the best experience and the best impression about what we are doing.
RFC Way of the Dragon 1 was in Taipei last February. What are your thoughts of how successful that event was?
Oh, that was crazy. We spent so much time to organize the show, you know, because we made the show in Taipei Arena, the biggest arena in Taiwan. The place is so big, and we have to take care of everything, the light, the sound system, you know, the stage. So, and very few people work together, and none of us really have experience for professional fight. Like I said, Cam Chang, he's one of my best friends, and he's like, he worked for many different places. He also works for us right now, and he knows the referee system, but we still have to build up everything from ground zero. So that was a very special experience, and I gotta say, for like the first event, it was like pretty successful. Mm-hmm. We used the high standard to ask for everything, to make every details perfect, and we created history, like the most audience ever, and the most media exposure ever, and of course the highest standard. And according to everything I heard, like Mr. Ha from Korea or other fighters from different countries, they all love this organization. They all love this promotion. Most of them ask us to like, can I come back again? I said, sure, in the future. We hope like all you guys can come back. That was a very good experience. I believe every fighter who was in the show had a great time. So I was really happy about that.
You brought in a lot of fighters from other countries, other Asian countries, and Thailand, all over the region, and that actually got a lot of attention. Did you guys in the beginning decide that we were going to bring in a lot of these foreign fighters?
In the beginning, we don't really have like very obvious vision. We just want to make a very good MMA promotion. So we are picking like Taiwanese fighters, but eventually we were like, these fighters are pretty good, and we wish they can really have a decent fight, not just fight someone sloppy. So we started to think about like, maybe it's a good idea if we can invite some other fighters from different countries from Asia. So we start to put on the list, blah, 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 blah. And the result is like, okay, let's do it. Let's try to invite, because it's the first time. So I believe a lot of people don't know who we are, and they're not really interested. Like, hey, do you want to come to Taiwan for a fight? What fight? I never heard about that before. Oh, it's a new fight. Oh, okay, let me think about it. Give me your information. And we give them information. They're like, okay, we'll think about that. But a couple of them, like, very friendly, like, okay, cool. We would love to go there. And I believe they made the right choice. And after the fight, we got a lot of messages and emails from, like, countries in Asia, like, hey, can I join your next event, blah, blah, blah. That was very good. It means like we got a good reputation, and fighters know we care about them.
Yeah, a lot of fighters that went to the event, they must have went back to their own country and spread the word like, hey, man, you guys need to get on this show because, hey, I went out there, I had a good fight, and they treated me very good.
Yeah, that's what we're working hard for. We want to make it a good experience, not just to the audience, also to the fighters.
You talked about working with IMMAF, you know, in the past, and developing the amateur leagues in Taiwan. Can you talk about that?
Sure. And like what I said in the beginning, Mr. Wang, he organized everything for 3 years already. And why he chose IMMAF? Because we talk about the future, we talk about a lot of things. And IMMAF is the best organization, we think, to develop MMA as a sport in Taiwan, because they will put MMA in Olympic according to their plan, 2028. And they have very good like system, and they standardized everything, like technique, training, referee, cut man, everything very, very well organized. I think that's very important if you want to develop a sport in any country, because with like system, with like very well organized like plans, people can follow. It's not just like, oh, I want to train MMA, but I don't know how to start. Okay, I jump in sparring with different people. No, it's not gonna work. So I think that is the most important reason for us to choose IMMAF. And we had 4 amateur championships, actually 4 amateur events in Taiwan since last October. And that was really good. We found and discovered a lot of like future stars. And we were kind of surprised. Like so many young people, they are really talented. They just don't have a stage to show themselves before. So for us, I think with the amateur event, we have more mission, not just like entertainment. We want to build up the real MMA scenario in Taiwan, and we want to make it like a really healthy and very good sports in here.
Your second pro show is scheduled to happen on July 7th and 8th.
Yes.
What can we expect from this carnival concept that you have created?
That was going to, in the beginning, our president, Mr. Huang, he was planned for like a week. That was like too long, man, too long. 2 days would be pretty good. And the reason we want to make it like a carnival, because actually mixed martial arts. Martial art is like life in Taiwan, in China, in Korea, in Japan. You know, we have the kind of culture, like we saw a lot of movies when we are kids. And when like Americans or Europeans, they saw a movie like, wow, what's this? But we saw this since we were like 3 or 4 years old. So it's like part of our culture. So there are so many really good athletes in Taiwan, just in different category. We have good karate fighters, good taekwondo fighters, judo, boxing, everything. And some of them even won the Olympic medal or Asian Olympic medal, you know, but they don't have a chance to show themselves in Taiwan. Before in Taiwan, there's almost only amateur championships, no matter like any category, only amateur. But now we want to make everything like make them up to the pro level, and more audience will see how good Taiwanese like athletes are. So that's why we want to make it like a carnival, because MMA is more like a platform to us. You know, every different like sport athlete can join MMA, but we also want to make MMA as a stone to develop and make other sports stronger. That's why we invite this time. We have Muay Thai, we have Sanda, we have Karate, and we have Jiu-Jitsu, and we have kickboxing, K1 rules, and we want to make Taekwondo pro also, because Taekwondo is the most popular combat sport in Taiwan, even more than MMA, because developed for like more than 30 years already. So many people join Taekwondo, so we want to make all of this like categories pro, and like we hope can attract more audience, pay attention to this sport, and we want to create a different future for Taiwan combat sports.
Can you reveal any of the fighters that will be on this card?
Oh, couple fight card pretty good. Like main event, Jung Park, the Korean Tyson. He's gonna fight Christoph. I didn't meet Park in person, but I know he's a good fighter. Good cardio, good punch, like strong. And Christoph is one of my friends. He's like the king of judo in Belgium, and he's very strong too. So that was like, I believe that's gonna be a war. Very exciting. And Will Chop, our longtime friend. Finally, we can get him back to Taiwan. He's gonna fight Mario Chambry, a very tough Brazilian fighter. Couple really good cards, and I will fight Yuta Nakamura from Japan. Very well experienced, tough guy. And Rocky Lee, he will fight Rex Stella. I forgot the name. Sorry, Rex from Philippines. Also well experienced fighters, and like Ren Piaoling Manu and Hannibal Wu from Taiwan, and Kai Wu last time the Shadow. He shocked like the audience in Taiwan, and we're gonna have like the first female match. Magic Little Red, our like Taiwan favorite like little girl, he will join this event also. So I just think this time we want to make it even better. and like invite more people, better fighters from other different countries. And Pancrase, they work with us this time. TFC, Mr. Ha last time came. He's like a big brother to me right now. Very nice people, and he will keep working with us. And this time we has Pancrase as our ally. So I think it's gonna be very good. We hope there can be more events in Asia join us. We can make it like a league, you know, like RFC, Pancrase, TFC. Maybe in the future, I'm just, for example, like PXC or like maybe Fumeto Dojo. I don't know, but we'll keep talking about this and like try to have different like partnership with other countries. So I think that's gonna be pretty exciting.
Now, are you planning on going to other countries with RFC Way of the Dragon, or are you focused just on Taiwan right now?
Now we'll just focus on Taiwan. Maybe we'll go to China in the future. Yeah. And last time when Mr. Sakai and Mr. Nishimura from Pancrase, they came to Taiwan, they gave us a pretty interesting plan. They are like, maybe we can make it an Asian group. You know, fighters from Pancrase can come fight in RFC or like Korea, and we can go to fight in Japan or other countries, and maybe we can have an annual championship. Like all different leagues pick their best fighter to fight in the same card and choose different countries every time. That's gonna be pretty cool. So for future big plan, of course, everything is possible. But for now, we wanna focus on Taiwan first because we wanna build up strong support and base in Taiwan first. MMA is popular now, but most people, they still don't really understand what's MMA. And we want to make them understand what's MMA and make them willing to pick money from their pocket to support the sport in Taiwan. So that's our first priority right now.
So basically, maybe Asian MMA World Cup in a way for martial arts.
I hope so. I hope so. That's gonna be pretty good.
Because it is gonna be good.
Most population in Asia. Asia has the most population in the world already, and so many talented guys, young people. So we should, you know, we should work together and make Asia like the strongest area in MMA. I believe it's possible. Now, of course, America is the highest level country like Brazil, but why not Asia?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
If fans around the world want to watch the next event on July 7th and 8th, where can they watch this the fights?
We will have live stream, and now we work with a company called MP and Silva. They are like global producing sports TV show producing company. They will help us to land in different countries. Maybe first we'll try to make it happen in Korea and Japan and maybe UK. They can have local TV broadcasting, but of course we're gonna have live stream. And so we will post the live stream on our fan page, and I'll share it to you so you can help us to spread the link also.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Jeff, exciting stuff coming up. I know you are right now, you're preparing for your fight. You're getting cards put together. You're doing matchmaking. You're doing promoting. You have so many things you're doing right now. But hey,
and I just finished my wedding.
Yeah, and if anybody could,
my wedding like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
If anybody could do it, you could do it, Jeff, because your nickname is the Machine.
Thank you. I will do my best, and of course, I need your support. I need everyone's support.
Of course, man. I'm here to support all Asian MMA to the end, man.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff. Thank you for your time, and good luck on your event, and definitely on your fight.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.